Dear students, I am Dr. Kumar, Assistant Professor of Zoology, Government First Aid College, Shillong. The topic of today's lecture is General Characters of Insects. It comes under paper 4, that is Insect Vectors and Diseases. As all of you know that we are living in the world of a variety of insects. Okay, as we have seen around us, the variety of insects are present in the environment. Okay, if we get into the general characters, we have to give the characters generally which are present operating in the body of the insects. Usually, insects are the largest group of animals in under the phylum Arthropoda. The Insecta is a separate class. Okay, so insects are the largest group of animals which constitute about 75% of all living animals. All living animals. If you take all living animals which are present on the planet Earth, about 75% constitutes the insects. There are more than 1 million living species. There are 1 million living species are categorized and identified in the world, and many more yet to be discovered. Many more insects we can come across in the nature. They are not yet discovered at all. They were the first flying the creatures. They and still the only invertebrates that can fly. Okay, so they were the first flying creatures and still the only invertebrates that can fly in the environment. They are the most successful animals. Insects are the most successful animals inhabiting every conceivable ecological conditions. They usually survive in any given environment. Okay, conceivable ecological, every conceivable ecological environment. Insect body is divided into 3 parts, that is the anterior head, middle thorax and the posterior abdomen. They have 3 pairs of legs, and hence sometimes the insects are recognized or designated as hexapoda. That means having 6 legs or 3 pairs of legs. 1 pair of antenna functions as a sensory organs in the head. 1 pair of compound eyes and 1 to 3 pairs of simple eyes can also be seen in between the compound eyes, as we have discussed in the previous classes. So while discussing the compound eye and the simple eyes in insect, morphology of eye in insects. Okay, so remember that class. Okay, so there are a pair of compound eyes and 1 to 3 pairs of the simple eyes are present. Sometimes these simple eyes are absent in certain groups of the insects. Only the compound eyes can be seen. That may be simple eyes may be present in some species of insects and they are absent in some species of insects. This slide shows the diagram or the image of the insect, where you can see the body is divided into 3 different parts. That is the anterior head region, middle thorax region and the posterior abdomen region. Here you can see this slide. Okay, in the head region you can see a pair of compound eyes and a pair of antenna that serves as a sensory structures. They are always helpful in recognizing the surrounding environment. Okay, in the same way, the middle part of the body is what is called as thorax. Okay, thoracic region. This thoracic region, remember, it is divided into 3 segments. That is the prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. Okay, thoracic segment is divided into 3 parts. Okay, 3 segments. That is prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax, right? This dorsal to the thoracic region, you can see the attachment of wings. Wings are the important for any insect to fly in the environment. Okay, so ventral to the thoracic region, you can see the presence of the three pairs of the legs. Okay, so a pair of leg is attached to a single thoracic segment, like each pair to the prothorax, another pair to the mesothorax, and the last pair is to the metathorax. Okay, there are three pairs of the legs are attached to the ventral position of the thorax. Hence, these insects are recognized as hexapods. Hexa means 6. They are having 6 legs, right? Next is the third part of the body is what is called as the abdomen. Okay, abdomen, here you can see the abdominal segments may vary to about 5 to 10 segments. This segment, number of segments varies in different insect species. One insect species to another insect species, the abdominal segments, the number of abdominal segments varies. Okay, right. The mouth parts are very important, the parts which are present in the anterior end of the head. So in order to capture the food, no, so they need food to survive, is it not? The mouth parts are variously adopted depending on the mode of feeding. Avu yen tintave adra mele and the feeding habit mele the mouth parts are usually modified in insects. Mouth parts are variously adopted depending on the mode of feeding. Breathing, as far as the respiratory system is concerned, breathing takes place by a specialized organs called as trachea. The tracheal systems are they play a very important role in respiratory system. Hage, the circulatory system. The circulatory system is of open type because these insects they are not highly organized animals. Closed type of circulatory system is absent. In open type of circulatory system, blood vessels are completely absent. There is no definite blood vessels as in higher organisms like arteries, veins, and also the capillaries. Like these are the three important blood vessels which are present in a higher organism. And these blood vessels, definite blood vessels, are absent in lower organisms. That too, in insects, these blood vessels are completely absent. Hence, closed type of circulatory system can be seen. So, where the hemolymph can be transmitted from one sinusoid to the another sinusoid without any blood vessels. Only a contractile beating circulatory, contractile beating heart is present. Okay. So they excrete, as far as the excretory system is concerned, they excrete uric acid as a nitrogenous excretory product. Okay, they are uricotelic organisms. Okay, because they excrete uric acid as a nitrogenous waste product through a specialized organs, excretory organs called as Malpighian tubules. The nervous system includes the circumpharyngeal ring and ventral nerve cord. So in the lower organisms, the nervous system is also not well developed, where you can see the assemblage of nerve cells, what is called as ganglions. Okay, so nervous system includes circumpharyngeal ring, where you can see the assemblage of the neurons or the nerves, and also from this circumpharyngeal ganglion you can see an elongated nerve cord which runs what is called as the ventral nerve cord, through which the nerve fibers are originated, and the entire body is under the network of the circumpharyngeal ring and the ventral nerve cord. The sense organs are very well developed. That is the compound eyes, simple eyes, antenna. So all these are well developed in order to recognize the surrounding environment, and thereby they survive in the environment. The reproductive capacity, as far as the reproductive system is concerned, it is enormous, and larval stages grow by molting. The indirect mode of development can be seen. So where the larval stage is usually present, and usually they undergo a process what is called as ecdysis. Ecdysis can be seen in insects where the periodical shedding of the outer exoskeleton. Okay, so this is in order to obtain the growth and development of the body, in order to achieve the body size and the growth of that particular animal. So the periodical shedding of the outer exoskeleton takes place, what is called as ecdysis. This takes place in order to obtain the growth and development, and also achieve the size of the body. In majority of them, the larval stage is different from the adult stage. So there is a distinct metamorphosis, that is the insect metamorphosis can be seen, and it is quite different and distinct in species to species. Insects have a segmented body. As I told you, the body is divided into the head, thorax and abdomen. Apart from that, the legs, the three pairs of legs, what is there? The jointed legs having different segments. Okay, segmented body, jointed legs and external skeleton. The chitinous exoskeleton is present, and this due to the presence of the chitinous exoskeleton. So the external, the chitinous exoskeleton usually provide physical protection to the body of the insects. The head, which bears the mouth parts, the head usually bears the mouth parts, and these mouth parts are different in different insects according to their feeding habit. Okay, so take for example, in the previous classes we have seen the mouth parts of cockroach, mouth parts of the honeybee, housefly. Okay, and where you can see the upper lip, lower lip, the mandibles, maxilla. Okay, and the hypopharynx. These are the very important structures. They are usually accordingly modified in different insects according to their food habits. And a pair of antenna, eyes are the important sensory structures. They are very much present in the head in order to recognize the surrounding environment. So this is all about the general characters of insects, and this slide shows the references materials, and these two are the books you can take and read these books. Dear students, this is the time of the COVID-19 pandemic. The second wave is being hit to our nation and Karnataka also. Dear students, when you go outside, only go outside only during unavoidable situation. Don't go unnecessarily. Okay, if you go out, please wash your hands frequently using soap or sanitizer. Cover your face with face mask or wear a face covering. Maintain physical distance when you go outside in the groups. Okay, maintain physical distancing. Okay, stay home, stay safe, save lives. Thank you.